I'll take it way back. A lot of it is, I would say get a journal, right? And I'm gonna say get a journal because over motherhood and over my challenges, over working with others, there's a huge mental portion to it all, right? Get a journal and assess the woman that you are today. Assess the woman that you want to be later. Because a lot of this, choosing to have a child, create a family is such a huge shift. You're shifting all of that. So when you create kind of like your idea, because it's gonna rob you, like it's not gonna say that, so you don't know. But sit with yourself. Nobody is gonna love you, know you better than your relationship with you. Start there, right? Because it's easy to be like, I want to have a baby. Yeah, I just want to do that. But everyone's reason for having a baby is different. Some people are having babies to fill empty spaces, and sometimes that is detrimental more than it is actually helpful. You holding that baby tight and not getting no sleep at night because you're really depressed and you feel alone, but you're not addressing that elephant. You holding that baby. And sometimes even because I have a lot of therapist friends too, sometimes that baby grows up to be an adult that kind of low-key possession. Like, nah, you ain't let me go outside. You ain't let me, I would have to be in by 5 o'clock. Like, I'm 22. Like, what's up? Because you was holding them so tight. So I would say assess yourself and where you are financially, mentally, emotionally. Those are the mental, emotional, and the financial is huge parts, and then spiritually and all of that. Because a lot of that you finna sacrifice, and that's not the part that I think we highlight a lot because it's gonna shift. And how it shifts could be whatsoever due to your circumstances. A lot of becoming a mom, a parent, whatever, comes with a lot of intentional prep, but they don't necessarily tell us what is the prep. A lot of the prep is inside. On top of, then you add in the layers of, am I feeding my body right? Am I moving my body? Because now you want to make sure you are eating a little better, you are moving around, you are doing that. And then when you have different cultures, which is a whole nother factor, is some of what you have learned in your culture may go against where you want to be. Some of it may add to where you want to be. So it's a lot of assessment that has to happen before making that leap. And I've always been known to be a deeper thinker kind of person. So all my friends be like, like that's a lot. It's not that deep. And I'll be like, yeah, but when you're going from 0 months old to 18 years plus, because you don't stop being a parent because that baby's 18. You are there to your last breath. And even at that, I'm pretty sure in the spirit realm, you're like, that's my baby. So with that being said, you are there. So you gotta understand, are you willing to sacrifice some of that time? If you are, I'm about to be a lawyer, doctor, this and this and this, and I want to be that in 5 years, how much time does that take? And if you spend the time doing that, how much time you're not going to be around that child? And then do you have the support system to align with supporting that child in the way you want that child to go? Because you may be the seed for the tree, but then the branches go like this. So it's more than just a baseline assessment of, get up, girl, eat avocados, go run around, and just go ahead, just buzz it over and have a baby. That's not, it's a whole life-changing decision. So you gotta look at your life and say, how much of my life, and I'm kind of cool with changing regardless of the scenario, because certain things are gonna happen along the way that you have no control over. So, no, motherhood is not something you just run into, but it's a lot to look within, and like I said, get that journal, write down all of those thoughts, those points, and